benefit all athletes, but they offer unique opportunities for those with exceptionalities. Athletes with conditions such as ADHD or autism spectrum disorder, also known as ASD, can address personal challenges through sport participation. With the proper guidance from trained coaches, exceptional athletes can use sports as a forum to enhance self-esteem and practice social skills. The ability of a coach to facilitate positive social interaction helps to ensure successful integration of someone who is different into a group. Those with ADHD and ASD tend to display deficiencies in communication skills and have trouble with emotional and behavioral regulation, especially amidst transitions, changes in routine, or perceived failures like a loss. Lack of social skills and failure to abide by social rules can be especially apparent in the context of sports and can be interpreted as poor sportsmanship. Sport participation promotes self-regulation and self-discipline, not to mention overall fitness. ADHD is a disorder characterized by inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity, or a combination of these things. It's twice as common in males than in females, and symptoms are prevalent in multiple settings. Athletes with inattentive type ADHD can be easily distracted by stimuli that are unrelated to the current task. They may appear as if they're daydreaming, they can have trouble organizing tasks and managing instructions in the proper order. Those with hyperactive type ADHD demonstrate constant excessive movement. It's as if they're driven by a motor. They aren't able to engage in activities quietly and can often be disruptive to teammates. They can have difficulty waiting their turn, especially at the youth level, and abiding by the structure of practice or games. Athletes with ADHD are often mistakenly labeled by coaches as lazy, unmotivated, and oppositional. Autism spectrum disorder is characterized by persistent deficits in social communication and restricted, repetitive behaviors or interests. It's 5 times more common in males. Individuals with ASD can experience significant challenges with planning, organizing, and coping with unexpected changes. For example, overtime or substitutions can provoke an emotional meltdown in someone with ASD. Motor skills in individuals with ADHD and ASD can be weaker, sometimes causing them to be less athletically skilled than their peers. This can make these athletes vulnerable to being bullied, devalued, or isolated from teammates, especially if it's perceived that they let the team down. That's when there's a potential for feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem, so it's crucial for coaches to make team cohesion a priority. Coaches should educate themselves on the nature of these disorders and methods of helping exceptional athletes. The beauty of these techniques that help athletes with exceptionalities is that they can benefit all of the athletes on a team, so there's no need to single anyone out. For example, there are specific strategies for task engagement and sportsmanship. Coaches should also focus on establishing realistic yet challenging specific goals, build upon each athlete's strengths, maintain boundaries, and be consistent with team rules. Point out what you want the athletes to do instead of just stating what not to do. Provide as much one-on-one time as you can. Be specific with praise, and be sure to reinforce effort as well as on-task behavior. Use visual aids whenever possible. Whiteboards, clipboards, film, and demonstrations can be very effective ways of teaching sport skills to this population. Also model the desired skills and pair the demonstrations with verbal guidance. Be patient. Incorporate relaxation exercises into your own repertoire and those of your athletes who need it. Encourage self-talk and planning, and help athletes enhance their social behavioral problem-solving skills. This involves learning to understand the mental states of others, which builds empathy and provides a better grasp on consequences for one's actions and decisions. Initiate team discussions on why it's important to include and value every member of the team. Explore how your team can do that. This provides such a learning opportunity for every athlete on the team, and it really sets the stage for life lessons that they will take with them into adulthood.